These faces in the forest are orangutans, some of the very last of their race, struggling to survive in the disappearing rainforests of Southeast Asia. Deep in these tropical jungles of Sumatra is the largest arboreal mammal and the largest terrestrial mammal. Join me as we have a close encounter.
Steve's about to fulfill a dream, to be at one with a creature whose name means man of the forest. Along with gorillas and chimpanzees, orangutans are great apes, the human race's closest relatives. Our adventure takes us to Indonesia, to the northern end of the island of Sumatra, one of the last places on Earth we can find orangutans in the wild.
I'm trekking across these tropical rainforest-encrusted mountains across to Gunung Lusa National Park, which is home of the orangutan.
The Bohorak Rehabilitation Center at Bukit Lawang is halfway house for orangutans who were kidnapped from the wild by humans and are now being trained to return to their rightful home, the tropical rainforest. They've all got names. This one's Mowgli, too wary to come close to a new arrival, but brave enough to politely request another banana.
Oh man, they are so cute. You just want to hug them and kiss on them and squeeze their little hairy face.
The orangs here are safe from the outside world, along with the occasional other species also being returned to the wild.
So this is a Siamang, and he hangs around the bungalows here. Beautiful little animal. They're quite common, swinging through the trees. Another one of the beautiful, absolutely beautiful primates that are found in these Sumatran jungles. And he's black, jet black. So these things swing through the tree like Tarzan wish he could. And they've got a fantastic call.
When young orangs arrive at Bohorak, they're quarantined. They could contract human diseases, which would be a complete disaster for the wild population. So they need protection and a basic education before we can even think of letting them roam the jungle. That's right, they need an education. Babies that were kidnapped as pets know absolutely nothing. They can't make a nest, can't climb properly, and don't even know what to eat. Releasing them to the wild is gradual. They have free jungle time to learn survival skills before returning to the center at night. This goes on for as long as 6 or 7 years, and some of these incredibly intelligent creatures will never feel strong enough to leave the security of their home cage.
How's this? She even knows that lock is the secret to getting in and out. She even knows that. What's this little trick? This is a bit of a trick. She's doing a tricky thing.
Even after they're back in the wild, rehabilitated orangs can hang around near the center for years. Steve's going up into their environment to meet Tessic, a young mom who's come back to show off April, her new baby. And he quickly learns new respect for their skills in the trees.
I wish I was as good as an orang. They make it look so easy. And their toes, you know, they're like their arms. They can hang on to anything. I'm just a big glum ox of a human.
Orangutans suckle their babies just like humans. And also like us, they keep their children close longer than most animals. Little April will leave mom when she's 6 or 7 years old and can bear her own children when she's 9 or 10. Take a look at this. Tessic has such trust in humans that she's bringing her baby right down to Steve, even though he's a total stranger. Steve's really cautious because these moms are amazingly protective. He's not sure exactly how to behave and how she'll accept him in her territory.
When I came to Sumatra to have an experience with orangutans, I never really thought I was going to get this close. Check this girl out. Unbelievable. She's looking around. I'm far more intimidated than she is. I'm not sure what she's up to. Not at all. But she's got a little baby with her. Isn't she just beautiful? I'd just like to kiss her on the lips.
It looks like Steve's been thoroughly accepted. Little April seems a bit shy, but Tessik's actually bringing her closer to Steve. This affectionate bond between mother and child is one of the strongest in nature, but take a look at what happens next.
I'd just like to give her a big hug and a kiss.
Mom gently chews baby's hand and watch the reaction.
Hear that? Little cry.
Now that's a tantrum very much like you'll see in human children. As well as their four limbs, orangs use their mouths to help sense the world all around them. They express anger and affection all through mouth contact.
The length of their fingers, the length of their toes. They're huge in comparison to mine. Look at that. Hard to imagine when you look at this beautiful mother and her baby as placid, itchy nose, as placid as it gets. What can I say? I think I'm in love. I'm falling in love with another woman.
I've had some wildlife encounters in my life, but the emotions that I felt in my heart, I was nearly crying. To get this close and be loved on by this beautiful, absolutely gorgeous mummy orang was such a touching experience, one that I'll take with me for the rest of my life. This is the final stage before an orangutan returns completely to the wild. The Bohorok volunteers come to the feeding platform every day to provide food for those who've graduated from nights in the cages to nights in the rainforest. They're given milk to drink and bananas to eat, and nothing else. Sure, it's boring, but that's the whole idea. They want the orangs to go deeper into the jungle and seek out their natural diet. They're mainly vegetarians, eating fruit and leaves, flowers and bark. That makes up about 95% of their diet. They'll also eat insects and raid the occasional bird's nest for eggs. The bananas are a great supplement until they learn about their natural foods. This is some pretty severe tropical rainforest. It's a pity there's not that much of it. Up here in Sumatra, there's isolated pockets, some big stands, and this is one of the biggest, and it holds around about 5,000 orangs, or so they believe. There he is! It's the platehead! Check out the size of this bloke. He's sitting up there, huge, big platehead. I guess that's orangutan for get out of my jungle. They're really funny the way they throw things at you. Get out of my rainforest or I'll brain you with this big stick. They're funny the way they throw things down at you. It's very territorial. What he does is he goes like this. Like that, he actually pushes on his mouth somehow and gets it to do that. And you see his dreadlocks. He's got dreadlocks hanging right down, which is quite typical of these big males. He's a beauty. Something like that, I think. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. He looks a little grumpy. Uh-oh, he's coming down. Hey, big fella. Have a look at him. Have a look at this. Hey, big fella. Look at the size of his arms and his
that? Lee doesn't like me here.
He's certainly not liking me here. He's swinging through the trees. I'm going to get a better vantage point and see if I can get up round in front. What a spectacular animal.